them for all Salon people and then party them. Sierra Leone Media will be bringing you a variety of programs ranging from documentaries to discussions, interviews, news, views, sports, and entertainment. Our programs will contain matters on development, governance, the economy, and issues that are of importance to Sierra Leone. So, no left BNO because we get Bebe program then like Salon discussion, meets the ministers, the president's hour, and the Gladi program. Look me, I look you. All this they start soon na www.sierragemedia.org. Now who's tem these?
Hill Valley Academy is a school that provides the very best opportunities for our students to develop, grow, and mature into young adults who are encouraged to become patriots as well as global citizens. We have high expectations and ambitions for all our students. We provide a caring, supportive, tolerant, and challenging environment in which all individuals can grow and flourish. A graduate of Hill Valley Academy is a well-rounded human being capable of making the most of what life has to offer. We actively encourage academic excellence with a sense of responsibility. We look forward to welcoming you to our school and to meeting you in the not too distant future, because together we achieve the extraordinary.
Hello, my name is Josephine Kamara. I'm the founder of You Can Do It Foundation. You Can Do It Foundation is a charitable organization based in Sierra Leone, West Africa. You Can Do It Foundation has been in existence for the past 2 years. We have been fighting gender-based violence against women and girls within the community. During the past 2 years, we have been offering psychosocial support, counseling, court fee, medical fee, including school items to the survivors of gender-based violence. However, during the lockdown of COVID-19, report received and confirmed that rape cases among a minor has increased tremendously within our community. Because of this, You Can Do It Foundation has secured the land to build an accommodation for the survivors of rape. However, this may almost become impossible without your generous support. We need your help to build this home for the survivors. Your help could be in cash or in kind. If you wish to join us to make a difference in a child's life, please go to our website, which is www.youcandoitcyf.org, or you can go to our GoFundMe page, which is Home of Hope for the survivors of gender-based, or you can contact us with the details at the end of this video. We thank you greatly for your generous support, and thank you once more for making a difference in a child's life.
When I was a kid growing up in Sierra Leone, my neighbor had a small TV. The television was beaming these images about famine, war, about diseases.
There was a silent majority suffering.
I am fed up with that kind of news. We can use culture and art to change mind and hearts and inspire action.
National pride.
This is big, man. This has great magnitude. Sometimes I feel afraid. I feel terrified when I think of the project.
Tito! What are they, Tito?
We are nowhere near waiting one for day.
I want this. I want it. I want it.
I want this thing for succeed, Koji.
This place fail and die.
Is this a curse or what?
People like you that make Sierra Leone the way it is.
You cannot give me blow, but you are this way, you cannot give me blow.
Oh, man, just did lie, blame.
These are the things that have wrecked this country.
We need to move this nation forward. We're going to need to pledge a better future.
I can call them the second to last project. We died at the last. Rest assured, my brother.
Hello and welcome to Sierra Leone Media Live on YouTube and Facebook, and welcome to another edition of Head to Head 2023 live in the UK. Well, like we always we don't say a couple of weeks ago, we did bring down to Head to Head 2023 because we believe say this time around we want to talk to people and we get any kind of idea for become politicians and actively participate in the politics of Sierra Leone, even though in the diaspora. Because we believe, say, over the years, the diaspora, they don't get bad name na saloon. With that bad name, they will not get a saloon. Now, one thing that they don't make, we from the diaspora, they get serious issue. So at this moment in time, I want to make people understand, say, we bring come to now head-to-head 2023, because this is the time around we want to make sure, say, every diaspora, where they go for contest for any position, we get for play active politics in Sierra Leone. We get for make sure say we scrutinize them, we ask them questions, we want to know exactly what's in their intention, what you want to do differently from what in already the people that will be done in the position we want be done to do. So today we bring come to another edition of Head to Head 2023. And like I said last week, we've been get some serious amounts of surprises they all want for bringing come for now. But then surprises then we realize, say, we might put a hold on it because of the time differences, and we'll also be look at various other things then back as well. But we believe, say, in the UK, a lot of diaspora elections did not happen. We want to say congratulations and best wishes to all the one that we don't win, because at the end of the day, we wish them well now for their ongoing progress of work we then get for puts now in different capacities then we then don't elect them for. Well, this is the first time around after 30 years or so or more where APC as a political party don't go into voting rights, meaning you vote, now you write. But this time around, we say na Sierra Leone Media, you vote, now you live. And APC as a party don't actually put that into action, then don't elect few of the diaspora aspirants. They will stand for few positions there within the UK. Like I always say, I get a bit confused about these two positions in the UK and UK as a diaspora, or in London region and London chapter. I think I was really confused, and I'm still a little bit confused. But after this election, I realized, say, most of the elections will happen last week Sunday. Now elections they will get for do with the London chapter. People they will inside London. They want to represent for chairman, secretary general, and all the other positions they will be available for election purposes. But this time around, this weekend we come now the UK and Ireland. So we wait forward for see exactly what's going to happen this weekend, because this weekend is more or less the 10th weekend for the UK diaspora elections for the APC UK&I. But like I say, there's a big surprise in the house. That big surprise is going to make you okay? Well, don't wait for too long, because I'm going to introduce somebody who is my cutter. Well, not my cutter. They can say my comrade, but not my comrade either. He's a brother, he's a friend, he's somebody that I've known for 20 years, 25 years. Yeah, I've been sabi away with the Playbona at Street Junction. Maybe well. But anyway, we don't ship him. We don't fly him. But he just the gallivant. Now the first tennis and able for sit down with him. Welcome to the program, Muhammadu Koto, comrade, the comrade, Jumaba. Welcome to the program. Welcome to Head to Head.
Thank you.
Thank you,
T-Boy. Fambulem Unadu. Una welcome to the Sierra Leone Media platform one more time today on Head to Head 2023. Are they live now the studio? For the first time after a long time, me and the team we did together. What is it? The last time we did together was 10, 15 years ago.
About 10. For more than band we for go salon almost.
No. We did together. That was in 2011.
2011.
Yeah, 2011 was the last time where we all three did at the same place.
Oh, that was still. It was here, isn't it?
No, it was here and in Sierra Leone as well. Yeah, here and in Sierra Leone. So the last time when me, Femi, T-Boy, they under the same roof, they do a program was in 2011. But we've always been operating, doing our things. People don't know. So I'm happy to be here. And when I not listen to T-Boy, we say the Galavants. Now they send me for do work. And we they investigate APC them. So for what can you imagine? As I open me Hotel Domot, the first call again about APC business. A week from that time I can wait for sleep 10 hours. But we'll go into that on another day. But today we'll get an interesting program for Unafambulem, like how T-Boy say. UK and Ireland, we're one of the big diaspora branches them. Active, and the one way they rely on the diaspora, they hold them UK and Ireland elections this Saturday, and we don't happen for talk to one of the aspirants them the last time, Mrs. Salma Bajalo, and today we get another aspirant where they run for the chairman position, where Mr. Adams Bangura, and Adams was once the youth leader, correct? Yeah, so he's here. We can't talk to him. As T-Boy said earlier, it is our responsibility to talk to the people, let them share their aspirations with we, and we challenge them, because we failed to do this, and look at where Sierra Leone is today. No hard feelings, he's a brother.
No hard feelings, not on Adams, but hard feelings on the fact that
no hard feelings for let we can't see them, they ask questions to somebody when are we on board. If we not asking questions, we're able to hold them accountable, then we're not doing him justice or any favor. So Adams, welcome to Head today. And we want to apologize to viewers then for the late start. There's been so many technical issues there, but we will dive right into the program. Adams, welcome. Tell Fambule Madu, and it was good seeing you on last Saturday. After a while, I think the last time I was 2016, if that. Yeah. Welcome. Tell family Adu.
Thank you very much, my brother Jumabel. Welcome to the UK once more. It's been happy to see you, and to the guys at the studio, Femi and T-Boy, thanks for holding on to the fort. You guys have been exceptional, true community champions. I think we are proud of you guys. And to viewers out there, I want to tell you now, Ado, this na Adams Bangura, aspirant for the APC UK&I chairman position for Leadway branch this Saturday.
All right, thank you so much. Short, sweet, and simple. I go hand you over to T-Boy when I in the lead the conversation for head to head, because you know they don't put more by me say me na comrade are not supposed for the interview. Last week I was not part of it for very good reason, because I want to play fair. You know, as we declared the last time, Salma is my sister, blood, so I had to stay away because of conflict of interest. So, and I'm not going to be biased today, asking you anything that is out of the ordinary. So T-Boy will take a lead, then I will come in. Over to you, sir. Yes.
Well, since you don't come, it's about how many days now?
I was here on Friday. I came in on Friday, so close to a week.
Just give us a minute about your brief stay within the past couple of days that you've been in the UK.
It's been interesting, and honestly, I have not enjoyed. I come on, you know, my own private business trip and hoping for vacation a little bit, but politics, salon issues, where that is what we breathe every day, is part of me. So I've been involved, asking questions, talking to people, trying to do things behind the scenes, because like I always say, I am not ashamed that we always they cry, say we want good leaders in Sierra Leone. So if we see them, we are able for try for work with them in different capacities, Udage for negotiate, because the important thing, it is a community. Elections, they come and go. A family has to stay. Like with the APC, for example, it's a party. No one person able for make clear anybody win elections.
Right.
So they have to win together. They don't have to lose. They have to learn together and win together. So we've been doing things for see how for lessen the pain, because one person get for loss.
Yeah, sure.
So that's what I've been doing. So that took up most of my time.
Okay,
but
so
I don't regret it.
So you flew all the way from America to become the negotiator?
Well, not necessarily by default. When I see Adams, the people they ask me, Adams go be a witness. Oh, because your sister they run, I make you come. So, and I didn't even know, you know. But because they would have said the same thing, say, oh, because you go to Adams, they run, now I make you come, you know. But you know, that's what it is. It is a community, and I'm happy to be part of the process informally, and whatever we can do to get proper change in Sierra Leone, I'm willing to do it. Not so for kill person, you know, but anything.
By any means necessary.
But today is not about me. Let's go to.
It's not going to be about you, because you will wait for you, because you don't set it up.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was Jumaba, and Idion give you a brief short 1 minute about him staying in the UK. But now let's go to the program, because we want to say sorry once more for starting up late. As you always know, whenever we get then Ganga, then you always try for test we for see whether we're strong enough for keep up to the pace at which. In this guy for push we patient. But patient when they run out, because we've been determined to do this, and we get for determined for this, and we they determined for do this. Nothing is gonna stop us. For as long as God there, He give the long life and well body and good health, we definitely get for push them as far as we can. So, Mr. Aspirant Chairman to be Honorable Adams Bangura. They call you Honorable Adams Bangura not because of you now MPO. Now just the fact that I want to give some kind of title for today's program. I'm not saying you want to aspire for this position, and this position has been the envy of the UK&I diaspora, because we not say the UK&I diaspora has been labeled as the new chapter, and there is a lot of activities happening within the UK&I, where now one of the things that we possibly is one of the biggest diaspora networking group for all political parties connected to Sierra Leone all over the world. So as you're now here as part of the UK diaspora, especially for the APC political party, I believe say your active role over the past couple of years has been immensely great contribution towards the party and the structures of the party. But now you want to go for something bigger. We're at the chairmanship for the UK&I. So tell us, what thing happened will make you come into politics, the APC party itself, and few of the positions that we don't hold within the past couple of years since you become a member?
Thank you very much, T-Boy. I think in Juma's earlier intro, he talked about Sierra Leone and the type of leaders and way Sierra Leone they look forward to. He said it's about time we begin to ask the people and where they put themselves forward for lead with country, and we want for lead with people. He's right. If we for change the trajectory in our country, we get for make sure say anybody where they come out say he want for lead, we party now any part, especially the diaspora, therefore able for come and tell we who that's not them, what's not them planned for we, and how the things say them able for lead we, not the diaspora. For one simple reason, the diaspora not the hub of we party in base. And the UK is an exceptionally, blessed country, I would say, now the angle of the diaspora, because now the whole idea of the diaspora was formed. Now them born the diaspora angle for we party. So this is why the APC party it placed so much premium at the UK&I. And I want to give credit to my dear sister and comrade Salma, where for making bring input himself forward for being interviewed by you guys. I think I want for don't be asked to her, because it takes courage, it takes zeal for make you see a woman do that, and that's an exceptional gift for her. And I love my heart to her. Again, like I said, it is extremely important for make we hear from leaders, because the last two we go on, and for make we can get leaders then, where A, they're not even able to represent themselves, B, how you expect them to represent we, especially in the UK. And that would be a travesty if we make no mistake there. Of course, me, now comrade Adams Bangura, where I don't be a lifelong member of the APC party. I don't ever know no other political party in my life but the APC party. I don't be an active member of the party since 2002, where we been lost in election day. I was in Sierra Leone as a very young man, where we go about campaigning for then candidate Anes by Koroma. But we not been winning election day. By 2007 and 2004 moved to the UK. By 2007, I'll be there for also to go back to Sierra Leone for go campaign for Anes Koroma. Once we win, I decide to come back for can continue my studies. So I have been a very active member of the APC party right at a very early age. Here in the UK, I became a member of the APC National Youth League, because for we, now the APC party, the Youth League, now the breeding ground for the would-be leaders of we party. And it is essentially very, very important for me. We ensure say the next set of leaders, especially the younger ones, then go through that training process, because that's the guide them for make them understand the makeup of the APC party, what in the APC party stands for, the ideology of our party, and as a people-centered political party. Because oftentimes we don't see people away, they will just kind of we party no more. They can then rise, not understanding the nomenclature of our party, and then suddenly, once we got to power, they are back to their original basis, because they have never been rooted from the beginning. So this is why I am a proud member of the APC Youth League. I joined the APC Youth League here in the UK as an ordinary member, and then eventually, a few years later, I became organizing secretary. Under my position as organizing secretary, in fact, I organized the biggest ever Youth League conference here in the UK, when I maybe championed that one day. In fact, it was as a result of that conference day, if you talk about the now London chapter, where in Sierra Leone, they would say constituency, the leadership, the people who don't take over, the newborn baby in London, now people that will then serve under me. The current chairman was my deputy when I'm contest. The current secretary, Arupapi, was also my secretary. and every one of them, they serve under me. So this, they tell you how much more they have grown and they have become of age. So I'm extremely proud as outgoing youth leader for CCA. All of them, 100% win for all of them. I'm happy. From there, after being an organizing secretary, I rose to the rank of deputy youth leader and now outgoing leader. I don't represent the party, both here in the UK and in Sierra Leone and in the diaspora. Of course, at the first ever National Youth League Conference with the party behold na Sierra Leone, now me bingo represent we party. And I think, say, by virtue of the messages that will become after that conference, then say na me have been the very best speaker at that conference. But that's for the people who make that call. But I think I don't serve the party on various levels, and up to the extent where we can in opposition. Of course, I became even more passionate for serve and defend the party for various reasons. Because after we lost elections, I realized that the entire leadership of our party were being victimized, and they needed a voice. They needed a voice, and that voice can only come from the diaspora, because everyone was being subdued to something we do not deserve. So all of us, we begin to rally that voices for stand up, for defend the party. So this, they tell you how important the diaspora is in the angle of defending the APC party.
All right. Thank you so much, Adams, for giving us that resume. Some may know, some possibly not know the first way in the area. Young man, like you say, you don't rise through the ranks, and you say APC is more than just an institution, organization, it's an ideology. So that I was talking to someone the other day, was asking me, but why these? I say, some things you don't have answer for. It is an ideology. If you believe in it, then you'll understand why it can be painful. Then you'll understand why possibly the APC say, in the struggles, there's victory. So they don't ever tell you, promise you, say, it's going to be jolly, jolly. They say in the struggles, there's victory at the end. So my question, let me go ask you is, because you've explained what you've contributed to the party in a positive way. Some may say that you were part of the establishment. So what are you going to bring new?
Well, T-Boy, being part of the German, being part of the establishment is precisely the reason for the ideology within the party. Because you need to understand the party. If you don't understand the party, you need to know what the party stands for. Except otherwise. Now, what does that mean? I was an aspiring candidate, 2017, going into 2018. I go for symbol. For go lead me people in our constituency 118. At that interview, I emerged as the leading candidate. But unfortunately, my party not give me this symbol. And guess what happened? You talk about the bittersweet part of the APC party. And this is why we love the APC party. They turn around and say, "Una not get to." But today, una will sabi. You know what they can say? Una na the last series there. Where they say last series, una na the original people that una get to, so una come out. And so una go campaign for the one that give symbol. We took up the bold fight. We go now with constituency, begin to encourage you people, even when some of them were upset. And of course, nobody wants to lose. Yes, at some point you feel, say, or you're a little bit disappointed, but we went. We campaigned for the then candidates, and every one of them, they win. That's the ideology what we talk about. And if you're not part of it, you will never understand why is it that you feel, say, something has been done to you, and then you still find way for love. And they talk about the foundation of the Youth League. It comes with love, nothing other than that. So the whole thing about establishment is about being proud and defending the institution that is known as the APC party. Nothing other than that.
You never hear Adams they talk this kind of way they talk, or?
Well, I go say yes, because over the years of in career, I have been fortunate to be behind the camera and watching him deliver so many speeches that has gone viral. So I know his capacity is a very He's a statesman speaker. That I know.
Right.
Okay.
But not just they say that because I have for CF, because I believe in that as well. But anyway, Mr. Adams, I know say you've been there at the position of a youth leader over the years, and you're not the outgoing youth leader now. What has it been like as a young person maybe they involved in the party structure, as a young person we don't do a lot of work during your time as the youth leader, and now you want to aspire for something different? What have been the environments like then, where you don't be so proud of right now, where two of the major or three of the major winners them of last week election, now people that we don't walk under your wing? What has that meant for you as a person now vouching to become the chairman for UK&I? What does that actually mean to you?
Well, Tibor, it means one thing. When you mentor people, and then eventually you see them grow and rise to a certain position where it is enviable, it means say you did a very good job. Because for me, when I took up the position of a youth leader position, it was one of an inspiration for inspire the young people. For tell them, say, listen, you heard Obama talking about the audacity of hope. You get for inspire people. I said, listen, get up, believe in yourself, don't hesitate to make mistakes. Always, get for make mistakes out there, but just go for it. And then you come back, you learn from those mistakes. Just get that self-confidence and self-belief. So while we were exiting after the new APC constitution, I called them to a meeting. We sit down, we say, listen, London is going to be constituted. I want every one of them make una take up positions. May we ensure say we not clash as to the kind of position they will una go for. So we go able to support each other. And they did just that. That's the kind of leadership. So I am very proud for say at least it was under my leadership that every one of them now don't become to this position the way they don't hold. So it's good, it's been comforting, and to be very honest, I cannot just help but to say I'm a proud, outgoing youth leader that nobody not left behind under my leadership. It is comforting, I must admit.
But then, T-Boy, don't talk a lot about youth leader, okay? There's a perception out there, right? Out there for people possibly we don't understand. Say APC does not give chance, room, and opportunity to young people, because that's been one of the criticism. Hey, the party no one go, this, that, why then people are on the... What would you say to that?
But, I'm Juma, I'm a testament to that. Because for me, you don't be somebody with an youth leader, and I don't serve in various capacities. It's not just within the UK. In fact, I was a member of the 7-man committee. Now we took their points in the UK. We co-author, now we draft the diaspora structure. I was a member of that committee. So this data you say the APC party believes in exceptional talent and then believes, say, therefore give an opportunity to young people. It doesn't mean, say, get challenges. Of course, there are challenges everywhere, as you will find in any other institution. But again, it goes back to the original concept of understanding the ideology of our party. That even though when you learn, you get to take your time. Of course, there will be mistakes. We all of us, in our youthful exuberance, we may have made a couple of mistakes here and there. We have learned from them. So the APC party, they give people an opportunity for making them grow. And so here I am. Today, now I divide for the biggest position, now the APC UK&I for lead with party here in the diaspora. You cannot have anything more better than that, Juma. You cannot have anything better than that. I'll be honest. The party they give people a space to make them rise.
But then, if that is the case, if you strongly believe in that, why the criticism is so heavy? Is it just a propaganda, or is it actually true and no one to accept that the party not give room for young people? Because if it's heavy like that, that means something, either people not understand or something is deeply wrong.
So the question then becomes, do these young people actually know their role within the party? That's the basic question. Because if you know your role within the party, You don't know who say you for structure yourself or make you begin work for your party. And then you dey rise within the rank. It's not a rocket science, Juma. It's not a rocket science. It's a natural progression. It's a natural progression. Then part of the way day to day, a lot of them, they came through the ranks. So many of them came through the ranks. So many of them were youth league members. Like the ambassador Yansane, the Minkalu Mansaris and others, they were members of the youth league. In their days, they're not just grab them and shooting, say, we want to be this person at the party. No, then train, they went through the ranks, and then eventually they get for go within the party. So another point that people need to understand, you can't just come in and then suddenly you say they need to give people an opportunity for go. The question is, do you really understand the ideologies of the party? That should be the basic concept for anybody who wants to lead this party. Because by so doing, you then encourage other people, other younger people, for them make them become even more interested within the party. Because with me now, I go able to stand anywhere and talk about the ideas and ideology of the party, and then motivate younger people for me to join the party. So that's where we are. But I think say opportunities are being given to younger people to grow. You look at the makeup now where we get a parliament. I would say 70% of them, now we age group them, very young people. And so many of them have done exceptionally well. You look at the makeup now, whether at the TIEMC, where they lead the party, so the makeup is of younger people. So younger people are being given an opportunity for make their land and grow. I think it's there. It's there. The question is, where do we fit in? Are we asking for what is what really due we, or we they ask for what we suppose say due we? That's the whole thing. We can't forget that balance in the scale.
I totally agree with you on that, Adams, but I have my own reservation, Jumaba.
Go ahead.
Because my reservation...
Now my potential leader,
sure.
Come Saturday, we'll be talking different. So,
of course,
share your reservation.
My reservation, now the fact say, yes, Salone need young and vibrant people and for take leadership. I totally agree with that. But also, we have tried it for the past 20 years. How credible are these young and vibrant young people who don't give positions of trust in civilians?
So you just say the young people, they say they fail.
Of course, they have failed us as well. They have failed us tremendously bad in certain areas when it comes to youth.
So challenge Adams.
Well, I'm just talking to him. I'm not really trying to challenge to you as a person.
No, but you have to.
I know, but the reason why I make another one for throw a challenge to him now, because he's no longer the youth leader. He has gone past that position.
No, but
now.
He's a young guy.
Well, Adams is not a youth, young
but a young man.
T-Boy, let me come in if I may.
I will go back to my point, but coming still. Yeah. I'll go back to my point.
You see, nothing we not get challenges. Of course, opportunities have in the past been given to young people. Some of them, they have done exceptionally well. Some they don't fail. And that is because, again, it boils back down to the concept of having people being trained right from the beginning, make them go up within the ranks. But you not go take somebody who will not ever be a team leader or supervisor or never get any idea of managing people. Then you can't put in a position where it get what to do with hundreds or thousands of people just like that. It is bound to fail because it not get the idea, it not get the knowledge as to what it will do. The question is, are we empowering the right people to make them right? That should be the question. Not to just to make you go say, you T-Boy, this person are now comfortable. Now they can't shoot up now. So when you put the person there, well, of course, that person get to disappoint you. Because at the wrong person, you don't prepare. You don't left the right person. So I would say, as much as probably you're not comfortable with that other person where you think is not the right person, you give them a reason to work with you. You give the man, now may you see if the man go work with you or he not go work with you. But for the right reasons. And for Sierra Leone, maybe Nana angle they will need for make with the tailor. Some of them discussions they are. Say, are we actually empowering the right people or the right young people? Then we go begin for make we know say. Then we go able for shape up the destiny of we country.
Okay, I totally agree with that point we make because that's not possibly the end product of me questions who I want for raised earlier on in my opinion, saying Young people has been given a lot of opportunities over the past couple of years in politics in Sierra Leone, and they've been given positions of trust, and they have failed. And especially young people from the diaspora. When I say young people from diaspora, well, now Salondon revived the age of somebody when a youth to maybe 35 now, but up to 40, 45 years was being looked upon like a youth. So basically, as far as I'm concerned, I think young people in Sierra Leone of position of trust has failed, the youth specifically, because in all spectrum of political parties in Sierra Leone, there has been youth ministers, and much hasn't changed in those ministries for young people. We always say, oh, what's in youth and they do? Youth man is still in a skill, they look for jobs not they. What has the youth ministers done over the past 20 years in Sierra Leone? I don't see pretty much what they've done. Yes, few of them have made legislations, but those legislations haven't been executed according to the way how they should have been. Few of them...
But I mean, listen, we've got to start somewhere. Again, I not just want to say people that don't fail just like that. If the foundation is not there, of course they're bound to fail. I don't care if we pour in hundreds of billions. If we can pour in hundreds of billions, the foundation has got to be there. We got to lay the premise for young people. Now that makes you the see now say you get institutions like the National Youth Service Scheme. All of that now foundations are the breathing ground for training young people so they become better people.
Yeah, but how much of the youths have been trained for going into public services or public offices? Not much, as we might expect. There is a youth foundation or youth scheme or wherever there is something to do with youth. What in Salondon the focus on youth involvement, primarily in Sierra Leone, is sport and entertainment. Let's be honest. There hasn't been much in terms of education. There hasn't been much in terms of capacity building in other areas. It's not just sports and entertainment that you gear towards youth in Sierra Leone. That is the only thing we do. Then we'll say, oh, youth minister.
Again,
we haven't been able to create enough technical role or technical job or vocational institutions over the past 20 years. And I'm not putting any blame in any government to be specific, but I think it's a whole Sierra Leonean issue for, say, youths will always they cry, say, what thing then they do? What have we created for them that has got nothing to do with entertainment and sports? Nothing, to be honest. So everything we get our interest in is, oh, look, we set up musical industries. Let's set up movie industries. Now this is the country say, let's set up car wash. Come on, to be very honest to you. Let's be honest.
T-Boy, there are challenges everywhere. There are challenges everywhere. And I work for the National Health Service. And I remember years ago when the UK government, it was under David Cameron, he realized there are challenges within the youth sector. And what did he do? He brought in what he calls an apprentice scheme. You understand?
Apprenticeship.
I was one of those people. In fact, we had the very first set of people that would have go train. And then I became a trainer of trainers. You understand? So after we don't train, we would go and train other people on a different sites now as to how them for begin to train youth then. For make them become employable. Bring them in, you will begin to subsume them at different departments, you will train them. So from that angle, that young man will able to go get a job somewhere. He don't get a first-time experience. You understand? He don't get a first-time experience. And this was one thing where, and I remember where I've been there for advice somebody where, but then at the Youth Commission. I say, can you guys look at a concept like this? So now that concept is already being adopted in Sierra Leone. It takes time, T-Boy. There are challenges, especially when it has to do with the youth, especially within the African region. There are so many challenges we get to do with the youth. It comes with exceptional commitment from government to make sure so we get them right. And the resources are not there. And that's the simple truth.
Okay. Adams, we don't talk to you about the general problems, but this is the election term. And so let's talk about Adams, you know, the politician, Adams, the aspirant. So why aspire for this position in the first place, run for chairman UK&I Ireland? Why?
Thank you, Juma. Fantastic question. The UK&I, now the founding, I go say na the mama, na the diaspora. We give birth to all of them other branch there, the Americans and others. And the state where we party this, so we need somebody like the UK. We go able for engineer a wave of change. We go able for motivate people. Me na one person way I don't demonstrate that as a youth leader, and also in my daily life, I get people away at the manage. I know what it takes to manage people, especially very difficult people, where for the most part they will not agree with you as their manager, but how you go able for incorporate them, for make una able for get results. I come with that first time experience there as an administrator. And when it comes to the UK, we get so many Sierra Leoneans here who are ordinarily sympathizers of the APC party. But because we don't ever give them reasons for make them stay active and join with party. Now here is what is happening, Juma. Now with database, we get over 700 members, supposedly registered members of the APC party here in the UK. Last weekend, when we get with elections, just about 200. And inside that 200, people in the way, for the life of me, for as long as I've been a member of this party now, I never see them, I never saw them. But they came and voted anyway. So the question is, who are them people they had them be all this while, where we only the wait when time come for election, now they tell you to go pull and camp for camp votes. That's it, they do a disservice to the party. So me believe say we need for come up with what I will call retentionship. I go able for retain them people there for make them stay active in the party. I go able for retain them. People and they want to join the APC party. But they need somebody, they need a leader who will be able to inspire them. And if you know that leader, they win a community champion or somebody where they know within the community. Juma, you and I know, and in the days the way you be there in the UK, me, we don't work in an organization like our, where became the biggest charitable organization. Now we first begin to organize what you call Hollywood style red carpet event awards here in the UK. I was the Secretary General of that organization. We don't work now locally. So in terms of community connection, I think say I get them. I know who's the basis the way for reach. I know the language for preach to community, will make them become very, very active. There are people where they will tell you say, "Me, I want to join the party, or what are they see so until we get a better leader in the UK." So I feel say it is a challenge to all of we who think so we love and care for this party, but make we change that kind of level of discussion. Now it make us say, I think say I am the best person, I am prepared, I don't train for this, and I am inspired. But make sure say we keep the party alive, and especially here in the UK, because make no mistake, if we get it wrong, we get it wrong everywhere. Because the UK, not only like Trade, we not be a standalone branch, and when the party they in governance, it does not matter who that they lead the branch or who that they lead, because the party in clouds they cover and personally. But now we're in opposition, and in opposition you need the very best of people, wait for take up leadership for help bring the party to power. And if we forgo now the diaspora, now we are no longer, like I said, a standalone branch. We now a makeup of about 20-something countries now, where they call the 6th region. So not to like Trado will just come or go salon, then go listen to it. No, now you get for make you case first between your colleagues and first at the diaspora. And for make you go now the diaspora, you need somebody who will get a very, very strong will. Somebody will know what thing for do. Somebody will know the makeup of the diaspora. As some of we don't always don't be for the last couple of years who don't fight for the diaspora. So I think say Agwe will go there, negotiate for the UK, then we go na salon, we make a case where we all will get a win-win situation and inspire or make able for support the party back home. Because the party rely on it. When we go into opposition, because we not get people and we're able to take up that challenge, for go and meet lawmakers, genuine lawmakers, and go advocate and make case with all of the egregious in the words of Francis, things the way they happen at Sierra Leone, all the bad things the way they happen there, we're not able to make some of them cases. So we need somebody we know we get institutional knowledge and how to articulate the issues and to lawmakers and make Sierra Leone better. That's the reason you inspire me to make a come out.
Before we come live, you know, coming to this program, we get some, you know, conversations, people asking us. But when I only talk about APC, you know, we say, yeah, they are the ones, you know, conducting elections now. Now, them, they in the process. We offer the same opportunity to the SLPP, but I don't know, for some reason, maybe they don't like T-Boy's face. They never showed up. So, but the question will always they come up. APC, we all know they are at a crossroad, but time is of an essence. The question that will come up yesterday, I mean, gets a separate conversation with different people, and today before Ukalabo, APC, up until this time, they're not ready. They don't have their house in order. That has become like a campaign thing. I don't know whether it's a soft one for dismiss the APC party or not. So, waiting at the dangers behind the APC still not having their house in order according to waiting, you know, people that they say people, APC, all right, we don't talk with this government, right? They don't do all the bad thing them. But APC not get their house in order. Look, the elections na June. Teti do not get flag bearer. To not even get na caretaker government or executive na get. So you wait on day within and now aspiring. How would you respond to those, you know, them public concerns? I will not say criticisms, but it's a concern and it's a genuine one because people are scared that we don't trust what we have. We want to get rid of it, but you are not ready. And then T-Boy in party, NGC, now we don't know whether then they go
not
or then
NGC,
they come.
I may not take a make joke, another NGC. Bad disclaimer. What about it? Another NGC.
NGC went from in B, possibly the vibrant third force, as they presented 5 years ago.
We don't jump and not shake the ticket.
Yeah. So now we don't know whether they are going, they are coming, they are, you know, they stand still. What can you say about your party, the APC, and this struggle that's going on?
To be honest, Juma, as somebody who care and love the APC party, I am equally concerned that up to this stage, we still get challenges. 4 or 5 years going down. If anybody say he love and care for this party, there are a couple of things we need for begin to do. And for understand, say, no one person can win this race. We need for me we embrace ourselves genuinely, may we begin the work together. Because Sierra Leone is hurting as we talk now. Our people are suffering. There's a lot that is going on in Sierra Leone. And the only hope what we people can get now from an APC kind of power for change their lives. If you see a whole first lady of the Republic, they say APC, then Wahala do not begin at it. The question is, who is behind it? And if you're not supposed to love the party, generally, I don't care what in person do for spite your party. You will have a think. And especially for people who don't benefit. Because the challenge what would they get, mostly for people who don't benefit in this party, in the last government. Make them sit back, get everything, and say, you know what? We cannot just have everything our way. When we look at a point of convergence, and say more we settle with internal, you know, dispute, when we move forward and change with people in lives. So we want to encourage people. Not in order we not get challenged in life. This is not politics. It's an interest-driven game. You go see my way here, you will get a fantastic relationship. The next minute, until you see they talk to your opponent, if you say you don't go sell out, even when you are just being genuine, they speak to a comrade. Somebody go malice you for that. So we want to say, when we stop the unnecessary suspicion about ourselves, when we come together, when we work for this party, we go to convention. Would have God say that in the win, we all rally behind that person and when we redeem Sierra Leone. Because if we make the mistake for the second time, and so waiting may have what we come on McKinney. Juma, and let me say this here. The next APC in opposition this SLPP government, they go after we bad one. They go after we bad one. And all them people there, who that they sell game now, who that they play 2 once now, then go get for come after them hard. They will come after them hard because you're dealing with the government, we not get party. You're dealing with the government, we not value relationship. All what they want for use you for make them get what they want. The moment they get what they want, then dump you. So I say to my comrades, have a rethink. Think about the APC. This is why I did tell you about getting people where they don't go through the institutional, then get institutional knowledge of we party. But nobody know there when you don't go through that one day. We go just come on more a jump ship like that. You must have a rethink. So we still appeal to them. We get with challenges internally. But I don't think say me and you personal interest if we surpass that of the general membership. And if we say we are a grassroots-led party, I think the people, they know what they want, more will give them an opportunity, make them speak. And once they do, more we move on from there. At some point, my election, not all man go get for win. As I did also, I don't know what thing God destined for me for Saturday. As hopeful as I am. But will I be malicious just because of that? No, I get for understand and move on and show love to my party. So all I say to we all really stand. And every other person will get an interest. Put the interest of the APC party first. If it's meant to be you, nothing is going to change it. If it's not meant to be you, brace yourself up and move on. That's all I will say.
All right.
But if we mistake, our people will not forgive us. If we mistake, we lost this election.
Thank you very much, Adams. Dear big no mistake.
Let them not mistake.
No mistake.
But why?
Because if they mistake, no more go suffer the consequences.
So
we'll get for some of that consequences there. And I'm not saying this like a joke. Honestly speaking, as a person, as an individual, I think now we write for like we talk what it is in Sierra Leone. Now we write for make we mention what thing they happen at Salon when they benefit not even 10% of Sierra Leoneans. Now we write for make we stand up for the atrocities then where they happen to Sierra Leoneans them in Sierra Leone and out of Sierra Leone. So if we sit back and say, oh, another political party, so I not care. If we sit back and say, oh, well, me not involved in salon politics, so I not care. If we sit back and say, well, I not been not enjoy it now the last government, so I not care. If we sit back and then just not care, just because of our own selfish interest, it will come back and bite us. Look, we're not fit to say we they do and for spite other people and we not they involved in politics or they do and for spite people and already support APC or another SLBPO. No, we have to do it for the right cause. So I beg dear, not mistake. Because if we not mistake, there is a huge penalty to be paid.
See, by the afraid of family.
I'm not afraid of
Adam, so they're not mistaken.
Not afraid.
I mean, Juma,
yeah.
To be honest, my genuine concern.
Serious.
Is it something that you have? Is it a discussion that you have every day with people like that same concern with somebody share? So
it's a genuine concern because imagine you deal with a government where you not for take an opposing position, somebody don't feel threatened. The next thing they begin with the say they begin to listen at the airport. People they feel threatened. That's your democratic right. You can no longer exercise them genuinely. Even when you not do bad, all you're doing is hold your government to account. That's what we do in any decent society. Hold your government to account. Do not say go cause problem. But that basic thing where you ask your government, this government is feeling threatened about it. Because for them, it's about power and nothing else, absolute power. Now, me and you, so whether you remain active as a politician or not, the fact that you are from that part of the world, well, we all suffer. If you send 2 million loans to your family for feed, now you look saying 5 million minimum 90%. Is it sustainable? It is not. So this is the reason, one of the many reasons why some of we think say we get that voice, for make we get actively involved. We ask for a platform, for an opportunity, for make them legitimize that voice. Because you can only speak from a position of legitimacy. You know, I can do all of my activism as a member of the APC party. But when I have an authority, it becomes a policy that here is a leader of the APC party in the UK in the talk show. And if I go to lobby lawmakers, they will be forced to listen to me because I have an authority that comes with it. But if I go as an ordinary member of my party, they go just listen to they pass on the other side. You know, gets no reason for making act because he's not obligated to. But when I have that, I know what I can do, you know, for make sure so we get them right. So this is why we ask we people here in the UK, give us that opportunity. Myself and my running mate, Sambasetu Mosnano, when are the outgoing chairman for the Bristol region. And it is deliberate why I decide to choose a running mate, Nana Party Juma.
Okay, I will let you hold on there a second. I will come to that just now. But before we go yonder, there is a question we, I think, in the chat group where I need follow ask. And I ask you within a context, okay? So listen to the question from Tony Bex. He said, my last question to Mr. Adams, what are you doing for living without APC? What sector are you trying to help or build in Sierra Leone? And the context where I want to ask you this question, you know, there's this thing, because again, you can't blame people like you say. Then they've been burned so many times. And T-Boy don't attest to that with other young people where they don't give opportunity. So it become a stereotype now. Say, but anybody they come on a diaspora, so politics is just an easy route for let people then go get rich, or then be then they not be they do so bad thing as then go no more, then don't go cack pan people them. So tell we you know, about Adams as a person. What do you do? Your life outside politics. And are you one of those politicians that are just using, you know, looking for a platform to go enrich yourself and, you know, become honorable Adams? Now we the work away where you come in diaspora and say we don't work with, where you go, you belly go down big, you belly they touch the steering now, you know, you get Ibo them, wait boy go near you for tell you, I do them bang and first one flurry, you know, that kind of, because we don't see one so-called...
They just talk and mode and don't do that.
Yeah, we don't see one so-called deputy minister where slap disabled people just because they go near a motorcar. But yesterday they were using these disabled people
to campaign
as shield and for campaign for them. So tell us, Udana Adams outside, what do you do for a living? Are you just one of them drag man and also, you know, that kind of thing?
Thank you.
Why are you laughing?
Because it's now a legitimate question, and I can understand it's a genuine concern, because oftentimes we all, not just in one, we've been disappointed by a couple of diaspora people, the way me and you, Sabi, we, outside of whatever it was, they give you an impression, say they are the change makers. When they were given an opportunity to serve, they became something else. Me and Adams Bangura, I don't work for the National Health Service here in the UK, NHS England, for the last 14, 15, 16 years now. I am an administrator. I work as a senior regulatory and compliance officer. So basically what I do is I have to do with compliance issues. And the nature of the job, not a job where people elect. Sometimes you go on some sites, people don't like it, because what you do, you go there to check and see that they are compliant with regulations. That is what I do. I got about 22 people under me, direct supervision, that I work with. So I come with a knowledge of experience administratively. I don't work in Sierra Leone briefly. I work there as a financial analyst. Now, the National Commission for Privatization, with a key government institution that I was supervising. Road Transport, Commercial Bank was one of those. So I know they just kind of politics because I want to go make money. 2017, as I said, me be an aspiring member of Parliament. I wanted to just serve my people. I didn't go there because I wanted to become rich. I know how much I spent. By the time the election's done, I respectfully resigned my job come back in the UK, can continue, because what I did was the nature of my job, it gave me an opportunity for making a request for what we call a career break. I can take up to a 5 years career break. So I applied for career break. I was given a career break where I left for go Sierra Leone. When I came back, I continued my job. So I think, say, relatively, I am okay, thank God. I don't need for dinner politics for make I go build house in Sierra Leone. I think I am doing relatively well for a young man by the grace of God. So for me, it's about service. It's about standing up for what is right, speaking up for our people, and make sure so we get them right. Because no matter how difficult the part of the world is, I think I am okay. You know, but when you go Sierra Leone, you look at the level of suffering, you can only feel pity for ourselves.
All right, thank you very much, Adams. I like the way you tackle that question there. So, Tony Bex, your question has been answered.
Well, but there's a follow-up question to that. Khadija by question.
Well, I will leave Khadija in question. I'll come back to her.
Okay.
Because the question for ask Adams now, because we can't go into in declaration message. But before go to in declaration message, I want to highlight, say, you don't mention earlier on, say, you've been the aspirant for parliamentarian 2017 for 2018 elections. And I know say that was the selection time in Sierra Leone politics, especially for our own political party, the APC. But now that you guys are holding elections, and I believe, say, you have been, well, I'm not going to say directly victimized, but yes, you've been told, okay, go it first. And then you mentioned earlier on, say, you say, well, okay, now go support the one, then we get symbol. Because now we're duty for do so, because now we're the popular people in that particular
area. Well, that's enough on you.
I know. So I know what's in the italic anyway. So do you think this time around, it is a fair deal for me going into an election process where means say you believe say now where you campaign or your deeds over the past couple of years within the party structure will make you become the potential winner for the election when they get this weekend? You feel say this is very much fair enough for everybody when they participate right now, say, well, yes, I get for campaign and I vote, get for make them choose me as a leader or representative for this particular thing we I want. How you see that process there right now compared to the way how you been done the couple of years back, even though some people then say that they also been legit because it gives people who possibly don't have financial backing but have worked very hard for the party to be recommended to take certain positions, which is also fair. So what's in the balance of that particular area there with this particular area now we not by selection or consensus political discussion, but by your voting rights? What do you think of those two criteria then?
All right. Now, let me address the latter first about the selection. The selection process, as it were, it was selection by consultation. Not to let for say they will just can't select you. They bring on all, then consult, then they ask you, say, okay, T-boy, if you not get, who do you think say will be the best person? It was by consultation. But of course, not they will not get in own challenges. In some cases, other people and they way, they became victim of the whole process. Then feel say they're not being treated and fine. But other man the way would think say, it was the right process. But however, we party don't revolve with time. Then now they say we forgo through a full-blown electioneering process. Now that process now don't begin so now, which is why you see say. Elections, they take place all over. Now, Sierra Leone, here in the diaspora, people and they, so man, again, this whole thing about elections, even when we still get elections, other man go there, we think, say, but I want to come up for this position, Juma. No, you want to come up for Juma, but left for me, but let me say try now. It's entirely up to Juma to make it let go for you. But if Juma no one for let's go, wanna go stand, let the people decide. Now that's not in an election. Yes, there is a bittersweet thing. Yes, the fact that everybody is given an equal opportunity. And like what me they do so now, it is that opportunity that I get to make a talk to the voters, make a talk to the delegates for make me case as to why I think say, then for votes for me and me running it, Stamanano. That's not the case where I make sure. You give the people an opportunity firsthand for make them hear from the leaders then. or the potential leaders. And I think that in itself, it help we party also for make we party begin to identify people where we know say them people I think say we need them going forward for we party. So it's also a good process. And that's not the reason we make earlier on comment with Sister Salma about where it take the bold step for make it can make and can interview them, make the people there how he want for govern them. And then they go able to make an informed choice. And it will be unfortunate for make anybody you say you want for lead we, and especially this part of the world, here in the UK, that you know want for talk to we, and you just think say people owe you, so you know want for talk to or you believe in some God mommy on some God daddy for make a case for you. No, I am sorry. As much as it is that comforting, can't speak to we, give it we respect what we deserve. As members of the party, if not even as delegates, but as members of the party, so that we'll be convinced that are the right person. So in the end, if you eventually win, me self here as Adams Bangura, I will be courageous enough to make us support you and give you all of my strength and all of my expertise in the interest of the party. But you get for sure respect first to the voters. That's all we are asking for. So that the whole concept of electioneering process, you come to the people, you make a case, give the people an opportunity for make them elect you. It's happening everywhere. You see people go, they declare here and there in Sierra Leone, they go to this place. All man they declare that they talk to the people. That is because they want to give the people a reason for vote for them. And that's what they bring to the diaspora. Nobody is an exception to that.
All right, thank you very much, Adams Bangura. If you're watching us, you're watching Head to Head 2023, that is Sierra Leone Media Platform, and with me today at the studio live for the first time after 11 years, we have Koto Mamadou Comrade Juma Ba and Femi Obafemi Pama of the Sierra Leone Media frame. Don't listen to that, viewers. That was just a joke. That was an expensive joke because I think say right now, A and Juma they compete and the airline on them begin the loss.
Sign of wisdom. You see Adams tell you, you have to go through the process for let you get this. You still the land force. Who
Adams, right? Your sign of wisdom. Your sign of wisdom. They keep me here. I need to lose them. I don't care if you don't know with that big, please. Laugh full nobody full so but they keep me here. You know what comment I made? No, I disagree. But if you're watching us, you're watching Head to Head 2023 on the Sierra Leone Media Platform. We get Honorable Comrade. I don't get honorable name today. Comrade Adams Bangura, not to me Comrade Onajuma and Comrade Adams Bangura, where they represent UK&I. He want for be the aspirant for the chairman for UK&I with the next election where they come this weekend. So Adams, we can give you now the opportunity for make you talk to the viewers, then people who watch you now, people who for watch you after today's live event for meet up the weekend for the election. What in
the one they watch no more or the one they vote?
Well, the one they will vote, the one they will get for watch them, the one they will get for tell, the one they will vote, we get for votes for them. What made them for votes for them for? Right. So this is an opportunity for you for talk to them people and they tell them why you feel saying that you know the person fit for the position and what you go deliver for them if them vote for you for become the chairman for the UK&I for the next election when they come this weekend. So over to you.
Thank you, T-Boy. Comrades of the APC UK&I, all chapter delegates elect. Me, the Kantuna, on behalf of the Team Adams and Tambanano campaign, for say this weekend, the 11th, una get an opportunity for make a call, for choose the next set of leaders for a branch. And it is an opportunity where I want to say that you do not take lightly. It's an opportunity where I want to say you don't need to be sentimental about it. Here in the UK, we are the biggest branch. And when I mean biggest branch, we are the founding branch of the diaspora. When you go there, at least between me and Salmaba, I don't know if the other person of Unadoyagi former. When I get an opportunity for choose the next set of leaders that we branch. Una all know we capability, and una know what we all stand for over the years, and how we all don't contribute to the party, both home and abroad. and the experiences where we all come with at the table. So I want for ask you, say when you go there, look no further. Vote for Adams and Tambanano for chair and vice chair of the UK&I. For many reasons. Myself, I don't get a first hand, not just at my job for lead people, but I've also led within the party structure. I don't lead the party. I don't represent the party on several occasions. I don't participate on a whole lot of party activities. And so it's my running mate, who is also the founding chairman of the APC Bristol chapter, a position where he held for over 10 years. Not too long ago, I go to Bristol for go attend his 60th birthday. And that's suddenly, for me, you see that much number of Sierra Leoneans coming together to celebrate somebody. And because na possible a community champion person, he is well connected with India. And it was deliberate why I decided to go get me running mate, Nana Side. Because I want for me we decentralize, we branch in activities. Over the years, they began to accuse we in London. Say we are being too London-centric. Everything within we party is London concentrated. That we need to respect the chapters then. We need to value what they bring in. Because we want for bully them, say na yeah, the most of we members in it. Yes, rightly so, now most of the members in it. But if we want for ensure say we branch grow, we get for begin the tap on the exceptional talents that we will get outside of London. On a know, and then part of the things the way we want for can do, for retain we membership them. We not get enough time for make we can babysit with next set of leaders. We need a leader where they get started right from the beginning. Because elections, then just then at the corner for 2023, June, they notify again. We need a leader. We know what they do for bring people together. We need a leader. We know how to source fund and generate income for our party. And that was in the now Udaden Gudwa, Tamba and Adams and Tamba. I have been a community champion within the community. They know me in and out. I am not a stranger within the UK. We they ask you, go to that place in Coventry. Look no further. Make the right call for electorate. Vote for we. Not because we think, say, now we sabi talk. No, not about sabi talk. This is about Uda go able for deliver for Una. Uda go able represent Una way Una go be proud of. I think saying that we need now we branch. It's no longer about sentimental, about Uda you pamble with, or whose mammy don't call me, say make a campaign or vote for this person. Or whose uncle. Think straight and think well for we party. Because if we get it right, it's not 3 years. Inside 3 years, you cannot reverse that. And like he said, rotten body, blunt Jesus. I should make that mistake, the more we go no more. Now we own. Until that time they don't, we cannot change it. So they ask Una make the right call on Saturday, make Una electorate, more we bring Una all kind together, may we walk, more we knock on the right door. People and then now we branch. Some of them, they never put money, now we branch anymore. They never put money. When you ask them why, they will tell you, say, if how would they give money when I know the account number? Accountability will be a key thing for we, now we administration. That we will make sure, say, every penny is accounted for and reported to one of the members. That's not that way they ask for. And as leader, I know nothing absolutely for due to an account. It is not my business. My business is to provide policy supervision and make sure so we get them right. Bring all of the chapter leaders and the executive together when we map out a strategy as to how we for govern with branch collectively. I don't demonstrate that as leader of the young people, that I have never taken a unilateral decision without consulting them. Even if that decision does not favor me as a leader, I will consult, and if the majority say that this, we will always go by it. My position is not to come and bully my way, but to suggest, and then we all work together. So at the ask Una on Saturday, Una make the right call for we party. If we say what's in the happen at Sierra Leone in the Monawi, when we start to make the right choices and course within we party, then we'll go able to make the right choice for Sierra Leone. So at the ask Una once more, go to that book, make nobody not tell you anything negative because now it's all about dirty politics. Even internally, people they practice it. May nobody not tell you anything otherwise. Make nobody not tell you anything otherwise. You know me history, you want to know about my activism, go on my Facebook page, you just see whether Adams Bangura has been 100% loyal to the APC party and the leadership or not. And the records are there. I have never been a member of any other association or any group other than the APC party. So not fall for anything when somebody who can't tell you say, oh, it belongs yonder, oh, it yonder. It does not sway. Ask the person what you they can do other than for Kankungusa. Tell me what you they bring at the table. I think that will be the direction of the conversation now. Not about more we go malice we self, we go Paul we self. Then tomorrow you they expect the brightest person for can work with you. It does not work that way. Give people a reason why them for vote for you. And not to forget Paul comment. So we the ask, vote for we on Saturday for chair and vice chair, vote for Adams and Tamba on Saturday.
Wow. Thank you very much, Adams Bangura, for that summary. And we wish you all the best. And we believe, your message don't go down very well in the minds of people who are watching, people who are going to be voting on Saturday. And for those who are not voting, they'll be able to talk to those who are voting and make your case for me, they're able to understand, you are the best fit for this position. So over to you, Coach Juma.
Yeah, thank you, Adams, for, sharing, and ask people. But now as a leader, I'll, give you an opportunity to give assurance, make commitment to the UK&I and the APC party as a young man. If you become the chairman, make some commitment here. Give some assurance, give some confidence. We want you to give that because you should be bold enough. You already know maybe what you want to do when you come in. How would you, as a leader, becomes the one we will say, you're not leaving any man behind. Like when you go, because, I watched the Democratic Convention at one point, and it was interesting where Michelle Obama been get an opportunity for talk. And she made a specific statement where I think say that has been the problem with Sierra Leone and mostly Africa. People really aspire for lead. We make promises, but when we go, we shut the door. So she said, make sure you do not shut that door. You can close them, but not shut the door. Because you need that same domot for come out now in case there is an emergency.
Sure.
So we want you to make commitment here, give assurance. Because like you say, people are afraid. Anyway, what is in it for me? I mean, I can make we see them go there and forget about it. Over to you. They'll go follow up with some other questions.
Thank you, Brother Juma. Thank you very much. I think it was a former governor of New York, Governor Cuomo, senior, who once said, you campaign in poetry and you govern in prose. What does that mean? When you campaign, there is so much hope for you to give out there. But the moment you assume office, it's completely different. Then you realize it's completely different from what you were saying out there. And there you need people for help you get it right. I may be a young and vibrant young man with everything, but I not get all of the ideas for get them right. And if other things say I want to lead the branch, if God make the election on Saturday, I will reach to the eventual losers and ensure say we all work together. I know both of them. I know the talent, the gifts and way they all to get their strength and their weaknesses. And it is my role as an eventual winner for embrace them and bring them on board. It is my role to convince them and give them a reason as to why they feel comfortable to make we work together, Juma. I have demonstrated that again that of the youth wing. If you're able to lead the young people in a then part of the world and succeed, that means you're good at what you're doing. Because people and they naturally, I don't care how you try to get them right, they will just always find issues and problems with you. What do you do as a leader? Again, this is where the managerial experience comes in, is to manage expectation. Now that's what you're called for as a leader. I will open doors. I will embrace them. Tell them, say, more we work together. This is not APC work. This is not about Adams. We don't see situations where people in the B leader will party in government. They benefited nothing. Even when I then are the leader. The party end up appointing people away. They don't even know the executive position. That is because the party value them people and they role and the work they do. So you can be the leader, but not till you get power. The power is then at the people in hand. And me want to make sure say that power within at the hand, I respect them and I value them, make we all work for make the APC party succeed. I think say if we do that, we begin to practice that now then party of the world, we go able for advice when we go national and say, now I get this, now I get the leadership, but the power there when I reach out more when we all will work together. It's all about inclusivity. Give your opponent a reason. Because Juma, again, like I said, I can have all of the talent, all of the enthusiasm, but not to everything I go able to do. I must recognize the other person in your gift. Make we all work together. Because it is not going about me. Yes, the victory will be shortly, but the work is big, Juma. Make no mistake, the work is big. And in opposition, especially when we're in opposition, so it's twice as much. So we get for need everybody. And that make we all get for some of courage, whichever way you go. When we don't say the APC party in love, nothing for to pretend any other person when we work together. And that's not the thing we I go want to do. Reach out when we all work together.
So what is your reconciliation strategy if you win? Because you might need that. And I'm telling you, my brother, you might need more of that than ever before.
Thank you, Juma. Again, this is why I'm talking about reaching out. Because you as a leader, you have to be magnanimous, in your victory. Not because you don't win, you go begin the spikes now, other my own, I don't compete. No, maybe one or two things may have been said in the process or done in the process, but once you win, now you get for Ginaman reason. So now I not owe you any more conviction for me to work with you. Now you all win. Now you need them. Because now I not get nothing absolutely anymore. It don't lose, you don't lose. But it's still getting base and supporters. And you will need them. Because they are members of our party. So now you get for reach out. So I will be reaching out. Personally, it's not even something where I will delegate to any person. I will personally reach out to the eventual winners and their supporters. I will reach out. If need be, from our visitors at their homes, I will visit. And I will bring them on board. And they will be part of that team. They will be part of that team. Except otherwise, but they will be part of that team. Even if they say they don't want, I will give them an opportunity for make them go, because it takes a process. Healing takes a time. It takes time. And but for lost an election, not to play team. And for some of us, we don't do this process for the last 2.5 years. Well, we don't begin this process, the campaign. So it is not an easy thing, bro. Not to some way, now man just don't lost. You go tell her the next morning, you go tell her do and things say he will go accept and can the next day. It does not work that way. Healing is a process. You give him time, you will give her time, and then after a while, it will begin to sink in, and then we're not going to work together. So in terms of reconciliation, as you ask in summary, it will be my utmost task and responsibility to reach out to whoever loses, and then I give them reasons as to why we should work together.
Do you believe you will win? And if so, waiting at the conviction, or if you not believe so, why?
Juma, I do believe I will win.
Yeah.
And I am very much convinced about it.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I would not have stayed in the race this long. I did my assignment very well. We don't work on this thing for the last 2.5 years. It hasn't been an easy task. Sometimes it's been, meeting until 2, 3 in the morning just to make you get them right. I don't work. We don't draw with permutation and our strategy. And I think, again, if all goes as planned, we have it in the bag. But this is not election, Juma. Even when you don't get all of that right, you're still not sure, my brother.
Because you're dealing with delegates. I know they call them delegates, so delegates.
Exactly. You are still not sure until those votes are counted.
Yeah.
Before finally you know say that you win. So I leave no stone unturned. As hopeful as I am, but also, of course, as Motorman, that nerve is there. Because now other man are in they decide which you could be for leader. So it's still in the hands of the delegates, which is why I am pitching to them. I am making a case to them, giving them a reason why they will turn them votes to me. And that's precisely what I'm doing.
Before I go to T-Boy, let's ask one question, T-Boy. Yeah, then I'll come to you now. Let ask. Then other banters, then they will carry before we left and forgo because no say busy, get forget other meeting them. So, what sacrifices have you had to make? Particularly how you balance politics, family, and other things.
It is huge. Trust me, it is huge. Both at home and even at work. Sometimes you can do government work, APC business come. You don't engage for APC business. And it's even worse when you're at home. Sometimes you go APC meeting them here and there. And there have been times where my daughter, by the time they say meeting, they say, that is it, that's your APC again. And it's, make no mistake, it comes with love. And if you don't get a supportive wife in that, sometimes it causes problem at homes. We must admit that. Special empathy of the world, exceptional sacrifice. Well, not time we forgive your family, you're busy doing APC work. It is not an easy thing for balance. Make no mistake, it is never an easy task to balance. So I want to dove me out. So everybody, especially the empathy of the world, we they give the 110 to we party. I think so we need to commend them. I have seen that. I know what it means. Some of we, even as we talk, within a road. It's not an easy thing, but within a road, a Coventry will prepare for Sofogo. Back and forth, back and forth. It's not easy.
Okay, the election at Coventry, then they do them?
At Coventry, yes.
Okay. I thought it was in London.
No, at Coventry. Okay. Because we just want to send that, then we want to show that love to ourselves. You know, that we gather somewhere, we voted. So now as it is, you don't even know. Even when the fee say you delegate there and you're not even sure. You're not even sure.
So wait, so how you get for you do you have your own delegates list already where people don't commit say yes, Mr. Adams, I vote for you? If so, how you get for protect them and therefore make sure say okay you lead them to the line, then you left her now to Papa God for see they go vote. The reason I ask you this. We don't say them Boku delegates them 2 minutes for let them go vote, then scholar then quiz them throats, then put them family in them phone somebody then there and say
the old
Cambo so they can't born you right
Cambo you take born people so get
if you not vote, if you pick not vote for we will get pussy and listen to let your mama talk first but say then Timapia they say then they born those or then they can't put tie up with them born with. So we've seen those scenarios. So politics, elections is not cheap or easy or fun game as people think it is. So how are you going to protect your delegate? Because if you don't know, say, then why are they going to go vote for me? You know, you want to make sure, say, then they're the right frame of mind. Let them not change their mind. I have had an opportunity to vote in an elections. Well, internal party elections once. I have voted in general elections. I don't know whether it's the same for T-Boy or Femi, but I'll tell you this. The moment where they go team up near that box, something they talk to you and ask you questions, really second guess yourself, am I making the right choice here? Is this the right, you know, am I voting for the right reasons? Except if in a person you not get conscience. You go sweat, you earn. So how are you preparing to protect your delegates for make sure, say, middle nets, they not disappear and go other side?
Juma, as it is now, nobody not able to protect delegates.
Okay.
Because we all get access to them people, and our people who don't work with over the years, some of them. So you cannot. Because now man go talk to you. Me self, they pick the phone, I call him, he talk to me. But the question is, it's about giving them the right reasons as to why you think say them for vote for you other than the other person. Now that's what they do so. With campaign messaging, talk to them, giving them reasons as to why them for vote for you, and then leaving them to their various consciences, or make them conscience serve them right. Because somebody can be your brother. If your conscience tell you say, well, this now the wrong person this. I mean, yes, blood na blood, family na family. But deep down inside you not saying that the wrong choice. Vote your conscience and vote for the APC party. Because now the APC party you say you love. You know one for can give somebody to the APC party who not able for deliver for the party. Vote your conscience. Now that same mistake there where the people of Sierra Leone make when they say they want to change, they vote for a government when they suffer then they elected it. Now everybody is living the consequences of that bad choice. So we know for can make the same mistake now the diaspora, and especially here in the UK, because what you know want can't vote for somebody where they go to diaspora. And I know you guys, una the Americans, I don't can bully una way una dey na vote. Make no mistake. If you get an opponent who is not strong, why they mass you? They mass you completely. I have sat on a lot of meetings with our American comrades. The only reason why most of them don't get away because the people who they meet are equally strong with. Not to play but they argue on policies. Convince me, I convince you. And for the most part, they settle for the UK. And as we speak, the one they represent now the TIMEMC, now the TIMC. You understand? All of them guess who side them come out. Now UK people. This is not the standard where we don't uphold for the longest of time. So do we now want to lower that bar because of family relationship or for whatever reason? No, we don't. More we think about the branch and the party, more no lower that standard there. So as it is, nobody as confident as I am, nobody not gets delegates well. Nobody not get delegates. Make no mistake. All you need for do, give the people reasons why they for turn them votes to you. So now that we did and do so now, consistently, up to the last moment, we they give them reasons. Like you say, some man they go there, now they go, you get a change of mind. You say, you know what? I don't agree from all of the other people there. But my vote, the people have my vote is possible. I think say I need to get an opportunity. Not to because somebody don't tell me all that thing. That's what we're doing. And unfortunately, and let me say this, Juma, if I may. Could you believe, say, people and they now would they say they even use money for delegates in the UK? I feel said that in a salon a day before that. But it's happening.
What do you mean? You said then they use money. What do you mean?
People they pay them way for delegates. I don't know how true it is, but it's not the findings the women they get. So imagine if somebody can be that desperate. Well, I mean they say if you get that money, then I can go keep on for with the APC go for raise money. The party need them. Not to individuals they need them. The party now need them. Keep that money, they can sponsor the party. I think it will do a whole lot more good than it just can in an internal election. You know, you say no, this person here, if I left out with this person, then will beat them more. So maybe say pull blow. Pull the blow campaign, they carry the other person the campaign. I think it will help with a whole lot more. Now that we need a healthy competition, not a malicious one.
Thank you very much, Adams Bangura, for that submission. If you're watching us live right now, una dey watch Head to Head 2023 at the Sierra Leone Media platform, and with me today in the studio for the first time after 11 years, we have Koto Mamadou Jumaba, comrades of Adams and not my comrade. And we have Obahomi Pama in the right sitting, working.
You see, now Adams are the blame. Adams them, now they are the blame. How comes up until this term, you guys are not able to get a membership card for T-Boy? Are not able to make a comrade of the All People's Congress, the All People's Congress.
Well, funnily enough, Juma.
Yeah.
Even at our own, where T-Boy I need to do all we work in our own. We get all kind of reason for join. You before that, he just want to make me honorary, Now let's apple.
Adams, let me tell you what you can do. Fill a membership form for him, get his picture, print his membership card, and publicize them. Then he'll not deny it.
I think that's an option.
Yes.
Then a blackmail is not.
No, it's not blackmail.
That's blackmailing.
No,
me.
when you are
Not
valued
accepted.
within, a comrade is a comrade, So
Mr. Adams Bangura, not accepted. That's blackmailing. If you help Juma for blackmail me I dey help you for blackmail instead. Not accepted. But thank you very much, Koto Juma Ba. And I believe say what you say, not to joke. You mean I'm going
of course I mean that. And I'm working on that plot.
You want me to do it?
It's gonna happen. Not to let it go. It's gonna happen.
Mr. Adams, you self-take by no first day, not to over me dead body, over me living soul. I want $1.5 million. I need a joke, sir. Take plain. $1.5 million for my membership. So at least I know for say, if APC we know, SAPP lost, APC lost, APC we know, I have $1.5 million guaranteed. No who will not play that kind of politics. But anyway, on a very serious note, I think conflict of interest. I know you guys who've hung around for too long, and I have the confidence now to talk to you, not as somebody that I know, but in my capacity and in your capacity of what you want. That is the relationship I want us to have. Of course, with Koto Juma, we scrutinize and fact now, so every other day. So not a question now, they ask Mr. Of course, Mr. Palmer will know first, he will know saying day.
No worry. Election, now they announce society. Election, now they announce.
But anyway, viewers, on a very serious note, you're watching Head to Head 2023. The reason why we cover this program, now this platform, specifically because this is not election year.
Correct.
And we believe, say, election year will not for sidom. We allow things to happen to we, the diasporans, the way they go salon, where they participate in active politics. I mean, we all know the amount of bad name we're not giving. Say we crooked, we're not serious, we know the book, we need to do nothing, we the work sport, we already will go salon, we will take off of offices that we will not deserve. But on a very serious note, we've had some also diasporans, then we get educational background, very strong background in terms of their professional careers, they then get not to just the one they waiting, they always cost free for. They still haven't been able to deliver for us as diasporans. And we don't realize, say, it's now about time we self-accountable as members of the diaspora when we participate in politics in Sierra Leone. We were able to tell the people and where would they come out from, also with they, waiting at the easy make we go become active politicians, and what we will bring come on the table. We will be different from what's in the one that we want to do over the years they do. So, Mr. Adams, I believe so one of the people who don't talk to various different people within your political party. Like Juma said earlier on, we don't throw this challenge to every politician within the diaspora where they aspire for any position. Fortunately, the APC party, they go through their own election process right now with their intra-political party elections within the Pandu right now. So you guys fall now the platform I feel say we don't create for politicians aspiring for positions to be interviewed on head-to-head. We don't decide for bring this program come. I believe so you don't give a lot of your submission in what you want for do and what make you feel to say you are the best fit for this position. And I know say when I take this election go Coventry. Interesting. Reason why I say it is interesting now because Coventry is like in the middle of the Midlands between Bristol and all the other areas. Then we cut across to London as well. Yeah. And why Coventry? That's one. And the second question, what a risk. What will happen?
What's your laugh?
You know why I'm laughing? It is a very serious matter. But I think personally, it's a huge amount of risk to take it away from London to the Midlands, especially for Coventry.
But that's what you're thinking, so maybe you'll be able to speak to
I know, that's what I'm saying. I need to ask the question, why Coventry? That's one question. And to me, the amount of risk involved in taking it to Coventry is extremely high. I will not go into the details of the risk of that because I think it's personal, and I think for whoever is watching, you possibly might be thinking the way I am thinking for taking an election of that caliber. Not that Coventry is not good enough, but I think the process of taking it to Coventry, it means the party has shifted a huge amount of responsibility on Coventry. Possibly, not that they are not important, but how much active role has Coventry played into the party politics of the APC? That's 2. And 3, what happens? Are you going to be moving all your delegates to Coventry? Because I think people have to vote physically.
Yeah, but all the commodity free inside there. So even if it was London, everyone comes to
yes,
London.
Yes, I know, but not London is special. Not to say London special, but London has been the hub. Not necessarily mean for that reason, so everybody should come to London. Yes, the Midlands.
Well, for me, honestly, I get a different view. But continue, let me ask a question. Let me go share.
So my question, Mr. Bangura, are 2 things. 1, why Coventry? And what are the preference where you feel say Coventry go hold against all the other regions, then we don't play active role in APC as a political party in the diaspora, especially UK&I. So over to you on that.
Thank you, Timo. Right. Just about this time yesterday, the coordinators and the presiding officers, 4 of them, who they preside on the election, they invite you to a meeting for make we agree on a venue. We look at the various advantages and disadvantages. In fact, there were suggestions for make all of the chapters then votes and then various cities. London votes Naya, Manchester votes in Manchester, Bristol votes in Bristol, Birmingham votes, Midlands votes in Midlands, Oxford, Reading and Oxford and votes in Reading and Oxford. We look at all of the one day. And then we look at the associated risk. Who that's the who side? How you go able for bring them ballots and they for counting? Who that they witness what and all that? Then we look at the possibilities of proxy votes, online voting. Who has access to what? Admin status. Who that get access to secondary data, primary? All of them things, and we look at all of them things, and we get technical questions. Then we look at what we call equidistance. That the equality between them cities and who's at the point of convergence, who side will go meet up. So after what we don't do all of we research online, we realize people in London, it will take them about 2 hours, 20-something minutes. Those in Manchester will do about the same time. Bristol will do about 1 hour 45 minutes. And of course, Reading and Oxford, they will do just about the same time. Coventry, nothing at the midpoint. So we all decide for set for Coventry. So in terms of resources, there will be no cost shifted to Coventry. The branch will be responsible for that. All Coventry they do, as we come raise and then just to play a host to we get a venue for us that is going to be appropriate for all of us. And there will be no more than 100 delegates, including the contestants. Now they make up the delegates. 16 for each of the chapters, depending if they be voted for all 16. If now 5 then be voted for each chapter, now 5 constitute a delegate. So all of them, now we go meet up here now. We'll go vote today. We hope everybody will turn out. So we'll get a huge turnout. Then vote. And comes before all man, they announce winner. So Kujuma Kuju.
Watch me, I watch you.
Watch me, I watch you.
All right, so that's good.
Yeah, Adams, thank you. And I see the thoughts I put into the whole thing. And, we hope it works out. I just want to tell you this as a potential or maybe a would-be chairman if you win. That Sierra Gem Media, as you guys know, we are more than just a talk show program. We are a whole production outfit. We would have made your life easier for the UK and Ireland, for the diaspora, the 6th region, and even for delegates conference. We would have organized for you a simple way to vote, with transparent, credible, everything for a little amount. But I think possibly one thing we've seen lacking, and I'm saying this openly because I want people to understand that the world has moved on and people get for embrace technology. You don't have to know it. You can outsource. When you outsource, then people get a responsibility for deliver for you. You can ask questions. Would have made it easier. Even this last minute, if una want, una diaspora region, and they say una right now, they disassociate myself with that and talk as CRGM media. We can organize your diaspora 6 region elections online. It will be real time. Kojuma, Koju, all man, they see everything. It will cost una less because if you can't, almost una all they buy tickets for go salon, for go vote at a short space of time. It will cost you a whole lot more than you can put together for us to organize your elections. Allow Mr. Technical Director, I just need a nod from you. True or false? True. See? We can make it easy. That's one. But on my own personal thing, but I agree with what you say, it makes a lot of sense. For me, this is a landmark elections that I think as a premier model, we will not forbidden do na London. The reason is because like T-Boy said, this is the hub where una forbidden bring people, it attract. There are a lot of people who are not APC members, not even APC sympathizers, that wants to know what is happening and wants to see the outcome. This would have been a process where for be attract more people for una, for let una engage and una open them up to the APC party. But that's just our opinion. It's past now. So maybe next time for dig deep more before those decisions are made. I don't know whether you have any comment with what I said.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things. Hopefully, in the near future, we will look at various collaborative mechanisms as to how we for make sure, say, you know, like you said, because a ticket now for go Sierra Leone, you pay nothing less than £2,500. That's how expensive it is, just for 6 hours flight. That's their money. Then we ask all comrades, say donate some money there to your party. I think it's a massive amount of fundraising that. Maybe in the near future, we will be looking at other options. But on the downside, you also get to understand, say, the party time not been there. And we still not even get enough time. With it's either na court, na PPRC, na court, na party, na back and forth. Just back and forth we have been. So time not even there for prepare for diaspora. How many times the TIAMC get for change the diaspora dates for elections? That's they speak to all of that. And you will only get them in the working where you get consistency in the timeline. Because technology, you know, as you say, it is good, but also you get for prepare way ahead. You get for do test run, you get for test out and make sure say the system itself it's credible. People go able for trust the process. That if we outsource them, the result, people go able for accept them. Say yes, a journey the win or a journey loss. All of that, you get for consider all of that. So because time not there, we say, okay, well, when we do it this way, first not the diaspora. Even when we comrades in America, I think in Washington also, I didn't go for meetup. Yeah. This weekend, I did the only fly in for go vote. Yeah. It cost money. Loads. So my get for cost $500 or more per ticket. Then from there, you get for fly go salon 2-3 days later. Exactly. It's costing. Yeah. So all of them, they associated cost in there. It's not an easy thing, but it costs families and so much. But again, it comes with love. But the angle of Sierra Leone, taking the diaspora convention to Sierra Leone, this is one thing that we may think say it bring. We need a momentum. We need for steer up the party base. And when you see a huge flux of diasporans flying in for their election, that's the signal to the base say we are ready. You are ready and ready. Say, we are ready and ready. So get prepared for me to pull the people in the power. So that's not the angle we make the diasporans that they fly in for go vote. Make them know so we are ready for this June elections.
Red and ready, is it just a slogan, or you are truly red and ready? And why? How?
It's truly red and ready.
Tell the people.
That you're ready?
I mean, like, is the APC red and ready?
The APC is red and ready.
How?
Just a matter of time. Give us time. Come out of convention.
But you don't have time.
I understand that. But also, I just want to explain about the challenges.
Yeah.
And we cannot do otherwise until all comrades, including the one that would the petition and the one that would the letter writing back and forth, understand, say, it's time to cut the chase. And then we are truly red and ready.
So what's your take on government right now? Situation. Who won for you?
It's been abysmal. An abysmal failure. They can claim whatever success they want. If the basic necessities are not there. Somebody yesterday we talk about bread and butter or waiting. Now Gary said you cannot even have. Cannot even afford. So for me, the whole thing about the current government has been nothing but an abysmal failure. They have failed. What they promised, and it's what we are seeing. Yesterday, these were the people who were accusing their predecessors of being egregiously corrupt. Now we just talk about people holding at the diaspora who they had nothing to their names. Now did they tell you about how much wealth they do accumulate in no time? In less than 5 years or in 5 years. God forbid you give them another 5 years, Sierra Leone will be worse than Zimbabwe. And that's not the state we do so now. That's not the state we do so now. Nothing absolutely seems to be working. You can bring in all of the IMF grants or loans. But if the basics aren't there, the basics are not catered for, then you're good as nothing. And that's where we are. Our people are suffering.
All right. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Adams Bangura. Again, if you're watching us, you're just watching Head to Head 2023 on the Sierra Leone media platform in the UK, and I'm with my comrade Kotomo Amadou Jumaba, and I've got
I like that you're getting used to the name comrade, to the
comrade,
title.
Comrade. Not to be comrade.
Comrade.
Nah, Adams in
comrade.
comrade.
I like that. Thank you.
Now, because you did that, I will talk about Tipati business. That's why I'm calling you.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm talking to
get used to it.
The comrade.
Once you start dreaming it, the next moment you call out, hey, Adams, that membership card, I need that right now. I need that
One
right
thing I make you know, politics, not a thing we person the dream for. That thing we either them born you inside it or interest. It's an interest-driven thing anyway. And I think my interest-driven thing in politics is to hold people accountable.
You're born into it. Don't say this. The man in Papa a member of parliament. So he was born into politics. He uncle lem, a minister here, a this, that here. So he said talk right. You're either born into it or so you're born into it. If you turn left, the boy gets APC or Kurena minister, sister na this, auntie na that. So why you can't tell me now born into? I was born into bread and butter.
So wait, turn right.
So,
now left it. Wait, turn
left na your uncle, turn right na your sister. So I was born into bread and butter. You were born into politics. So you're supposed to be a better person. But not guy left Adam's lady.
Viewers, don't listen to Juma. Yeah. Juma na politics. But this the politics. You
know why? You know why? Let me tell you. Because now we they distribute the rising sun. My dad was a sole distributor for the rising sun. If you read that book, then you know like politics, or you born close to State House, Parliament, Vice President's office, election office, then you say you're not into politics, then you're something else.
And it's one thing you can never run away from.
Yeah.
Well, who don't tire for one? Who don't tire for one?
Or those who are in it, they will make a terrible decision which will affect you. So either way, you get a choice.
But then they happen so because I talk and then there's just to say, hey, T-boy, una sit down, una ready for politics now. All the one then the links on the politics right now.
Exactly.
Join.
Exactly.
No, the wait once, una try them when I go fair. We don't do see was around clean, around polish, and then we can flourish and for now. That's what we do in politics. We flourish the floor that has been washed,
Well, many were turn not to pass the state, so it is again.
When you are not the pass this no, what go colleague?
Otherwise you go fearful.
Colleague, don't try release and let go.
Mr. Adam Bangura, thank you for joining us. I know say we don't keep you for long, and we start off with you a little bit late, and you don't give you time.
Yeah.
And I for say right now, you dey prepare yourself for get you last bits of you better them together. But one thing I want to tell you, Salon politics is deeper than what me and you see. Me and Juma, we are not victim, but we've been part of Salon politics for the past 20 years. And we've seen it all on both waves of the political party trend, SLPP, APC, PMDC, C4C, NGC, CCC, all we don't be part of. One thing when I make mention is APC, they will never beat you.
Yeah, they never beat you because I can say they packy slap you down. I just sing victory song na shake hand. So how much beating punches you don't suffer so far, or a near miss, or you able to navigate?
I don't ever get beat in it, but I think say I don't get close to a fist fight, you know. But all my all in gone.
All my all in blue.
Yes, you know, and sometimes people can say all thing go. But I think it's one that is led by passion. You know, when you're passionate about things, everybody wants to assert himself. Sometimes people can be a little bit intolerant to the person. But I think, say, over time, we don't go past that now. Now it's more or less we will argue. Like any other party, it happens outside. Even here in this part of the world. You know, when the arguments become that passionate, now something else they happen. You know, emotions do run high.
Right.
It happens outside. So it's not just within the APC party.
So this process don't help for make you a better person in terms of your tolerant level, you know, decision making, you know, how you analyze your negotiation skills. Has this helped you in any shape or form, you think, looking back within the last 5 years, running for MP and all of those kind of things? Because I can tell you, people like can come and say, I get somebody who call me. He say, well, I want to go be member of parliament. I say, okay. I say, you don't already? He say, I said already, all my money I don't save now UK, I don't work for the past 20 years. I don't put it all together. I say, okay, almost na your budget. Now he say, well, you know, I don't put about £10,000 in a corner. I laugh. The person say, why you laugh? Now I say, okay, let me tell you first. You have to have a minimum actually laying down or access to £65,000. You say, huh? I say, yeah. I say, you need that. I say, because if you look at everything you get for put money into, I want to let yourself do the math, calculate. Because every morning, you get for make breakfast for everybody. Every day,
3 months before election.
3 months before, or 6 months before election, you get for cook for everybody. All man get for sick, the mosque, the church, every punlado then get for name picking after you. Then are the what you call them indirect costs of farm. So when you put all that together with the direct,
you get the water well project.
You get the water well project. How much water well you build? Because somebody will ask what you don't do for salon.
Well, in fact, up as we speak, some area then some side in that area, I think we posted it still in the last 5 years. You know, he gets the Miller tank there.
Yes.
Buy Miller tank. Listen, we are not to an easy responsibility that. For we in Africa, going into politics, it's extremely costly. Especially when you go buy for their position, and it's extremely, costly. Even worse if you come to that, the expectation is so high, extremely high. So now will get in 10,000. Well, at least he gets his start. We will continue for dig more because we don't go, and that's where the frustration comes in sometimes. Talking about lessons learned or things that we don't do, looking back. I think, say, as a young man, if you say you get all of the knowledge, all of the talent, sometimes out of your exuberance, you say or do things the way. Looking back, you go say, maybe I think if I don't take my time, as Englishman could say, you have to be circumspect. Look back and then take your time as to how you do. For some of we, there were days where we were these liberal, vocal, APC young people. You know, we want something to be done this way, straight away. Genuinely, you're not doing it as a way of rebellion or anything. You just want the right thing, that's all. But it comes with experience. Because then, I not been getting that kind of experience. Somebody else take and knock me. Somebody else take and knock me. Then you ask yourself, well, what exactly I do? You still do not know. But now later now, it begins to make sense. They say, okay, now I see. In the near future, I think I have to be circumspect in certain issues. You know, say for channeler, not so for channeler public domain. And I mean, rightfully say some of us have been victimized about it. And we've come of age.
Right.
We have learned from it. For understand, say, the way they see politics is completely different from how you practice politics. And especially within our setting. So I have learned from that. Right. That's one of the major lessons we made to learn at this case.
Right. Thank you so much, Adams. We're glad you don't can spend time with me. I'll hand you over to T-Boy for tell Fambulem goodbye and the last message and all of that. Over to you, T-Boy.
All right, Adams Bangura, thank you very much for joining us once more. I don't say we don't keep you for long, but what thing could be your final message to you viewers? Them we don't stay up till this time for watch you, and the one then we get for watch you later on after this live event where they happen. So right now on Head to Head 2023. So your last message to your supporters, your viewers, and everybody else that you think will be very much important in your campaigning process within the next couple of days. Over to you.
So, firstly, I want to take this opportunity on behalf of myself and my brother Tambanano for tell with team plenty thank you. The Adams and Tambanano campaign team. They've been an exceptional bunch of talented people where I think so we branch need in terms of getting things done structurally. We have run the most organized and professional campaign for the whole of the diaspora. In fact, I even get people who they reach out to me and say, well, link me up with your team now. Because this way when I do things, so it's been well structured. We want to tell them plenty thank you. We are hopeful for Saturday, but whatever happens, we have built a family bond and we will continue along that path. So the many viewers out there will take up on our time. We tell you thank you. I want to tell you plenty thank you on behalf of myself and also the Sierra Leone Media team. Tell you thank you for we give on time for listening and watch me where I explain to you about my aspiration and behalf of our team. So the voters, our delegates, I say to you once more, when I get a decision for make for we this Saturday. That decision, na una alone gets that call. Go there, vote your conscience, vote on what you need already, what you will promise you we can do. Do ya make that call? Because that call, it's a make or break for the APC party here in the UK. So once more, I want to wish you now all well and say, do ya, may we all drive safely while we go there and then we vote and come out peacefully and then move on for make we help party, for make party come back to power this year. So once more, I want to tell everybody thank you, including the presiding officers, where so far they don't do a good job. You can't fault them for that. Yes, there are challenges here and there, like every other election, but I think they have done a fantastic job. So we owe it to them as comrades. So once more, I want to tell you plenty thank you for the opportunity for me to speak to the delegates there and the APC party at large.
All right. Thank you so much, Adams. On behalf of the Sierra Leone Media team, we wish you all the best of luck for the last days of your campaign and on polling day. And, you know, we hope, say, if you win, you will come back now for can tell people thank you and at least work for your comrades them here and also be the change for the Sierra Leonean diaspora where they go back and go involved into the political process and the development process of Sierra Leone. So all the best and stay blessed and, you know, to your team. and we will monitor the election. You never know, you might see us there. You know, say Sierra Media, we can just appear, even if they don't invite we safe.
Thank you.
Show up. So
that'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be fantastic because it's not true.
I say maybe. You listen, I say maybe.
It's not going to be fantastic. Yeah. Coventry is far.
Coventry is just down the road.
I don't drive. We don't own a vehicle, and to jump on a train to go to Coventry at this point in time, not being given enough notice.
It's only 2 hours,
yeah,
Timo.
Well, there is a £1,500 job at stake on Saturday. So if you can make it £2,000, sure, why not?
If they can make it £2,000,
£2,000. Sure, why not? But anyway, on a very serious note, I highlighted that reason earlier on why Coventry, because it is a missed opportunity for us to cover it, because we were thinking it's going to be around the corner from us and we'll be able to at least show up and do some possibly live coverage and stay within the reach at which the election might be going on. But it's rather unfortunate. I cannot promise anything, but I believe for sure, except otherwise, but it's going to be very challenging for us to make our way to Coventry.
Well, anything is possible.
Anything is possible. But if we have known earlier on that it's going to happen in Coventry, I only knew about it now anyway, when you mention it. So it's rather unfortunate. But anyway, anything is possible. Nothing other way impossible in the world. But thank you very much, Adams Bangura, and we wish you all the best on your endeavor for make sure say you get the position we vouch for. We are the chairperson for the UK&I region. So good luck, and we wish you all the best. Because Juma, not that we're not coming back to Adams anymore, but let's try and see how best we can wrap up this program and see if we can get Mr. Palmer on camera if we so can. See Mr. Palmer. All right, so basically what we're doing now we want to say thank you to everybody that's watching us, and we want to say thank you once more for joining us with this particular program. We're now head-to-head live on the Sierra Leone Media platform today. So we want to say thank you to now once more, and thank you for joining us, and thank you for saying we'll get forget possibly another program for tomorrow or Friday, likely, but we'll try to see how best that will be possible. We'll work on the modalities for now, and we will get the flyers out either later tomorrow in the morning or as early as possible. But there's a likely chance you say we should have something coming up on Friday. So definitely watch the space and follow us. Continue to follow us and like our page so you could get some notification. Over to you, Coach Juma. What will be your last message to the viewers and watching you?
Well, I just want to say thank you all so much. Firstly, to our guest Adams, and apologies again for the late start due to some technical issues. And of course, to the Sierra Media team, I cannot say thank you enough. And it's good to be home, and for at least a day or so for do a live program. It's been interesting, and we enjoyed it, and we'll continue to do what we do best. And on our waking promise me say, Juma na we dey American, I make na right now I'm here. If una not can take we out to dinner, this, that, una not bring me all the gifts them. Now big problem. I will begin name and shame una own. I will begin say, but Juma, can you not tell we don't announce it now publicly. So share, make sure say we dinner. So all the dinners, all the outings, all the dates, everything. When I get for make sure say happen. But thank you, and we hope for see you tomorrow or Friday or soon. Over to you, T-Boy.
Well, thank you very much, Vias. Unfortunately, we will not get Femi on air tonight, but I don't know, because I'm thinking the way I cannot talk, say we need to get Femi on air tonight. Now the time it appear, it comes out from nowhere. For can't tell you say yes, why not? We're not gonna forget me tonight, because I can't put the camera on them right now. With that camera, I did be the camera where it can say hello and bye to her. So Vias, I go on for me, gonna give me maybe 1 minute, make her get a camera and put them on Mr. Palmer, where they show we say he ready for say something to her with hi and bye. So give me 1 minute. We can do the magic cooking always do in the studio, and that magic they will do well, I think yes, I've got him on camera.
Yeah.
Over to you, Mr. Palmer. Now, so glad he left for the kind so.
Yes.
You need to your
I'm getting my
talk about the area. Talk with the area.
I'll shout. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. We want to say thank you to Mr. Bangura. We joined. It was a pleasure having him here. With all and Bokum, we therefore all am accountable for Bokum. We don't come promise we'll do if you win. But it's a minute to come with. So, Juma the full mic for canteen. See then, guys. So, alright.
It's long enough for you.
I get mic now.
Yes.
So yes. So I just want to thank Mr. Bangura, and as I said before, we go hold him responsible if he win the election. We is set himself out for the. So thank you, T-Boy. Thank you, Juma. Welcome, Juma, to London.
Thank you.
You know, it's a pleasure having you here. You don't tell which is on the other side of the Atlantic. Once we go meet you the other day, but we had to shock them. But one thing I enjoyed today, we are learn what time is it? If you die, you did a body.
Rotting body blants Jesus.
Rotting body blants Jesus.
Yes.
That was given to us by Mr. Bangura. You know, I had to chuckle there because not too. You know, but it's we highlight certain things where they go wrong in our country. And as Una say earlier on, Chibo Juma and Mr. Adams say, if we don't take part in politics, then we left the people we possibly not the right one the way we go like for become the country, the run country. So it's our responsibility for all of we for take part. Not necessarily front-time politics like we Mr. Adams want do, or we something Juma get for do in the future, but we should all find a way to at least hold them people as responsible and hold we self responsible for at least go vote. So if you're an APC delegate, yes?
Yeah.
Try make you go vote, cast your vote one way or the other. Because if you don't cast it for the way you want to you should not host, that means you're voting for the opposition.
And
the person you don't want. Exactly, you know grumble if the person don't win. And this to go back to the main election we get for happening June 23? 24? June 23.
June 24, 2023.
June 24, 2023. Again, Sierra Leone community. Una we dey salon we get for vote. Una we dey diaspora we get for travel for go vote.
And una we get for sponsor people for enable them for go vote.
Through the sponsors.
Yeah.
You know, una do the right thing and vote for the right person. We go help for change salon. I'm not gonna say we go change salon, no, but we go help for change salon because salon problem is boku. But if we don't start, we will never ever get there. Over to you, T-Boy.
All right, thank you very much, Femi. Before it is over to me, T-Boy, thank you very much, Femi. Let's switch back to Mikoto. My Koto is not going to come back, but I think I will switch back to him.
All right. Thank you.
Well, that is what we do normally. We sometimes take people unawares, and Femi, I don't use for doing that particular unaware stuff for the past couple of weeks because they always there at the back end of what they do, and then they make everything possible for me. So I want to say thank you to you once more for joining us, and we believe say this week we must come up with something again. Will go happen within this couple of days. But Koto Juma, I think you better highlight something for say before you go for. Do something.
Oh, yeah. So we're planning to say, Sierra Media, we don't get people that we don't support we, for the longest time. And it would be nice to hang out, to socialize with our supporters, our fans, friends, family, on a lighter note, we possibly not to what they do, we do the talking head, we they can talk at una. Low gets to know each other, particularly here being our what we will call we hub, we headquarters, we main studio. It would be nice we will 3 days together because it's been a long time. So hopefully on Sunday, maybe we'll try to hang out and see. Lord, just tell yourself I do, have a drink and but T-Boy the planner, and I'm not the master planner. So.
Yeah, you don't go with give me so. Not to me that the master planner, but I'm very serious to try and see how best we can forget.
If we're able to do that, that would be nice. If not, then there are more times,
Well, I think we left them to the viewers them, especially the one they wait in the UK. We plan for host a live event in a local restaurant this this Sunday coming.
This Sunday,
yes, this weekend Sunday coming. So hopefully we'll be able to hang around with Koto Juma we don't come visit we.
No, the Sierra Media team.
With the Sierra Media team. But now you know the Sierra Media team. Now you know the one who come. So who do with it? You know you come. So
but now the team complete now.
Well, yes,
except
the team complete now. So for now, so basically, yes, I totally agree with you. It would be nice for us to be together in one room, and then we can see whether we can do a soft. Not so like a then kind of live. Why would we do that soft live element? So we go live and then we interact with.
And at least go nice for get people and feedback on what they think about what we don't they do because they really like Tony the stereo say you have to do a hard talk program wherein you hold people accountable. So some of those kind of things, what we can do better, you know, to improve as a platform because this is the people's platform, and we want it to grow so it will benefit the community.
Hey, no matter if you know, like we still come.
Yeah, come. Yeah, you're welcome.
We will definitely announce the venue spot maybe by Friday program.
Yes.
If we get the Friday program, it will make it clear for me to understand. Say this is where we're going to be. You can come and hang around with us. You don't have to spend anything. Just come, hang around with us. Get your small backpack in your pockets where you go out for buy you drinks or you buy food or something.
Yeah.
But it's just a way of saying Juma welcome and goodbye.
Right.
Like I don't back in this with me. Say welcome and say goodbye to the viewers.
Yes.
So thank you very much once more for joining us, and I believe we'll come up with another program on Friday, hopefully, and we'll announce the day, Sunday,
time.
but we'll announce the time
and the venue for
the Sunday event. 214 get some small get together with Juma, whilst we are together as a Sierra Leone media team for the first time after 11 years in the UK. So don't forget to join us. If you did within Southeast, if you did within London, please make it a point of duty and come. We don't bump into now so many times who they're gonna event them. We're proud of you now. We're happy for the fact that you guys appreciate what we're doing because without you guys, we will be nothing. So join us once more and meet the team. When I don't sabi me, when I don't see me, when I don't bump into me, some of them, I don't crash me, say you, I sabi you. As I talk so, you don't know my voice. Femi, of course. Now they miss me and Femi, but now I make sure that I keep me and Amir because Femi.
So now the differentiator.
Now the differentiation and this guy for cost me be a like me be a run the show so that nobody say, oh, see when I get be a get here and I oh Femi, okay, I know that we get out to long. That's how I'm going to maintain it from now on. So thank you very much once more, and not continue for share this video, share the page, and share all what they do. So that we'll be able to forget people and for follow we, and not forget for like we Facebook page as well and subscribe to YouTube channel. So until this week by Friday and until Sunday, I want to say thank you to now all and good luck to all the one the winner aspirants for this Saturday election for the APC UK&I. So until this week Friday and this weekend, have a great weekend in advance
and stay blessed out there. Good night.
Yes, this not time for all Salon people and them party them. Sierra Leone Media will be bringing you a variety of programs ranging from documentaries to discussions, interviews, news, views, sports and entertainment. Our programs will contain matters on development, governance, the economy and issues that are of importance to Sierra Leone. So, no left BNO because we get Bebe program then like Salon discussion, meets the ministers, the President's Hour and the Gladi program, Look Me, I Look You. All this they start soon na www.sierragemedia.org. Now who's tem these? Somebody